Hey guys, this is Entity Huntrick here, and today we're going to be doing the horror story Shadow Wolf Part 2. Hopefully this will be the last part of the Shadow Wolf thing for this, And by the way guys, at the end of this video, we're actually going to be doing a little surprise music video at the end of this video. So yeah, so try to keep in tune for that one. And yeah, let's get with the video. My brother and I were driving in the middle of the night, heading to the old campsite our grandfather used to own before he passed away. The night was peaceful, with a thick fog hanging in the air, adding an eerie yet exciting atmosphere to our journey. I was thrilled to spend some quality time with my brother. As we drove along the deserted road, we suddenly spotted a random car parked right in the middle of the road. Out of curiosity, we decided to check it out and see if anyone needed help or something. I got out of the driver's seat and cautiously approached the car. As I walked, I noticed blood leaking out of the car seat. My heart started to race. I looked down and I saw an old Polaroid camera, covered in blood, laying on the ground. Next to it was a picture of a terrifying wolf-like creature, with a flashlight pointed at it. The camera seemed to have been dropped hastily. The flashlight was still on, casting an eerie glow in the direction that the camera was pointing. I followed the beam of the flashlight with my eyes, and I saw it illuminating a dark figure in the distance. The creature in the photo was real, standing there watching me. Panic surged through me, and I quickly turned around and ran back to my car, where my brother was still asleep. I jumped into the driver's seat, started the engine, and I sped off, never looking back. I never told my brother what I saw that night. The memory of the creature haunts me, and I hope that no one else encounters it. A few years later, in the small town of Pine Hollow, nestled deep within the dense forests of Alabama, the legend of the Shadow Wolf was well known. Locals spoke in hushed tones about the creature that lurked in the shadows, waiting for its next victim. One evening, a group of friends decided to explore the abandoned Pine Hollow Asylum, a place rumored to be haunted by the Shadow Wolf. Among them was Jake, a thrill seeker who dismissed the stories as a mere superstition. Armed with flashlights and cameras, the group ventured into the decaying building, eager to uncover the truth. As they explored the dark, crumbling halls and the eerie silence involved them, the air was thick with the scent of mold and decay. Suddenly, a chill howl echoed through the asylum, setting shivers down their spines. The group huddled together, their flashlights flickered in the darkness. Jake determined to prove his bravery. Jake, determined to prove his bravery, and ventured deeper into the asylum alone. He reached a large, empty room with broken windows and graffiti covered on the walls. As he scanned the room with his flashlight, he noticed a set of claws scratched into the floor. His heart raced as he realized the stories might be true. Without warning, the Shadow Wolf emerged from the shadows, its glowing eyes fixed on Jake. The creature's dark, matted fur blended seamlessly with the darkness, and the razor-sharp teeth glinted in the dim light. Jake's flashlight flickered, casting an eerie shadow on the walls. Panic, Jake snapped a photo with his camera, which momentarily blinded the creature. He took the opportunity to run, his footsteps echoing through the empty halls. The Shadow Wolf pursued him with an impossible speed, its howls growing louder and more menacing. Jake burst through the asylum front doors, his friends waiting anxiously outside. They watched in horror as they saw the Shadow Wolf emerged from the darkness, its eyes burning with an unnatural intensity. The group quickly fled into the forest, the creature's howls echoing behind them. They reached the safety of the town, restlessly and terrified. Jake's camera had captured a blurry image of the Shadow Wolf, a haunting reminder of their encounter. The legend of the Shadow Wolf lived on, and the people of Pine Hollow knew to stay away from the shadows. In September 9th, 2001, this creature was spotted underneath a bridge, walking. They described this creature to be an 8-foot-tall, wolf-like creature that was walking on 2 legs. Some witnesses actually described this creature to have a bow tie on its chest. Then suddenly, they heard a loud crash when the Twin Towers was hit by the planes. They looked back at this creature, and it was gone. No one really knew where this creature went. But all they know is that it was not anything normal. About 10 years later, in Detroit, this creature was spotted near a young resident's house. People actually speculated that it was the same one spotted on 9/11. But no one actually really knows, other than the fact that it matched the description given. Some actually took pictures, while others called the police. The police showed up, but only to see that this creature was gone, and all it left was scratch marks on the wall. So that's about it about the whole Shadow Wolf thing, guys. And by the way, if you guys want to know more about the Shadow Wolf, go check the Wikipedia, the Reddit, and basically any other social media pages that the Shadow Wolf is on. I'm going to be sending you the link down in the description below. And yeah, so I hope you guys, so like I promised, at the end of this video, I'm actually going to be playing a little music video for you guys. That, by the way, spoiler alert, I actually created this song myself, but I used an AI software to sing it for me because I did not feel like singing this song at all. And so far, it sounds pretty amazing, in my opinion. And I'm not really sure about your guys' opinions. Please tell me your opinion down in the comments below. And yeah, so here's the song.
I walked along the forest path all day, waiting for my friend to come back this way. He left in search of a creature in the woods. I hope that he's safe, I hope he understood. No one believed what we saw that night, a figure tall and dark hidden from sight. We barely escaped by hiding underground, and since then he's never been around. No one believed what we saw that night, a figure tall and dark hidden from sight. We barely escaped by hiding underground, and since then he's never been around. Taken without a sight by a shadowy monster prowling in the night. Driven by your madness, you ran into the woods and vanished. I will go and search tonight. My instinct tells me that I'll find you right. I will make them see he's real. All I need is a little proof to reveal. I need some help so I won't go alone, to seek out something dark and unknown. For I must discover this beast out in the woods. Maybe it's just misunderstood. Taken without a sight sight by a shadowy monster prowling in the night. Driven by your madness, you ran into the woods and vanished. I'm hiding around every corner, I feel like he's watching my horror. Finding the clues, I feel confused, I know his look but nothing ensues. Why won't you show yourself unto me, to find him and solve his mystery? Taken without a sight by a shadowy monster prowling in the night. Driven by your madness, you ran into the woods and vanished. Somewhere the forest when the night is still, for the shadow wolf watches with a hunger to fulfill. Vanished in the night, it will always be a haunting mystery for eternity. So beware the forest when the night is still, for the shadow wolf watches with a hunger to fulfill. Vanished in the night, it will always be a haunting mystery for eternity.